Hi, I'm Tim Moore with Tim Moore Outdoors and Johnson Outdoors Pro Staff. I'm going to take you on a tour of the Old Town Predator XL Minn Kota kayak. This is the newest kayak in the line of Predators from Old Town. This is the XL Minn Kota. This is a console system kayak. It's the ultimate fishing machine. This kayak comes in 3 different configurations. It has an enlarged scupper hole in the middle to fit these consoles. So the most popular configuration is going to be the Minn Kota console. This is a 45-pound thrust Minn Kota saltwater rated trolling motor. It'll do, I've clocked myself with using the GPS at about 6 miles an hour with no current. We're fishing in the Piscataqua River. There's going to be quite a bit of current, so we won't get that much speed, but it'll move you right along. It's got a digital maximizer on that motor from Minn Kota, which is going to give you all-day battery life. When you buy this configuration, you're going to get your motor. It's also going to come with the battery box, and the boat is going to come pre-wired with an outlet forward and rear to plug your battery box and your motor console in. If you don't want the motor, you can buy the utility console, which is this console here. Fits in the same hole, no motor, but it's transducer capable, so you can mount your fish finder on the bottom and it's up out of the way, so you're not going to drag down on bottom when you come into shore. The Minn Kota console is the same. Or you can go with the XO Ridge deck. If you want a fully flat deck, probably it's going to be preferable for fly anglers, because you'll have that fully flat deck when you put this XO Ridge deck console in. So these consoles just sit in really easy. This motor console weighs about 25 pounds with nothing in it. I have some gear inside of it right now. I also have the Sonar Phone T-Pod T-Box mounted to this. It's a wireless Wi-Fi transducer, and it just locks in place. Has the quick stand, keeps it up out of the water, off the ground when you come in or when you're launching, which is really handy. You simply lift the motor up and it'll get it up out of the way. So this boat's 13 feet long, just like the Predator 13, and has a 600-pound weight rating. Now the battery's going to run you about probably 60 or 70 pounds, so still a pretty high weight rating. It's a very stable boat, very comfortable, has the element seat just like the other 2 Predators, the 13 and the MX. Also comes with a rudder, foot-controlled rudder for steering. The motor's going to power you, your feet are going to steer. We're totally hands-free fishing. It's really nice. So that's the exterior of the boat. Let's put her together and take her for a spin. So you have the kickstand here, we call it the quick stand, which is spring-loaded. Your motor goes down, locks into place. There are 2 kill switches on this motor that prevent it from, one goes on your PFD to prevent you from falling over and having your boat take off. That attaches to your PFD. The other is down here, attached to the boat, so that if I lift this motor up, it comes disconnected, adjusts the motor down. Really, really cool feature, because the last thing I want, are those blades spinning up between my legs when I lift that motor up. So, thank you, Old Town. So, I've got it rigged for fishing. I have my iPad on here that I use my fish finder. We're ready to go. The dial on the motor is forward and reverse. It's variable speed. There is a test button here that you can test your battery power. You can see mine's full right now, which is awesome. We can fish all day. Let's take her for a ride. One of the best things about this motor is that as I'm heading out to my fishing spots, I'm hands-free. So I can take that time to to tie on leaders. If I want to change lures, I can get my rods, I can get all my gear rigged as I'm touring along, heading out to my spot, as opposed to in a paddle kayak, I've got to do all that stuff on shore. Then I've got to paddle out, then I'm going to get my gear out and start fishing, or I've got to paddle out and do it while I'm out there. And you know what happens when you do that. You get there and the fish are biting and you have gear that you have to maintain. So it's really nice to be able to just kind of cruise along with the motor, and on my way to my fishing spot I can steer with my feet, and you know, if I need to retie leaders or change gear from striped bass to black sea bass or freshwater to saltwater or whatever, I can do that. The motor console is also can be used as for storage. I keep, like I said, my fish finder that I have is the Sonar Phone T-Box, and that is in here with a battery. There's a small shelf in here to put a 12-volt battery on, and I can keep all kinds of stuff in here, like paddling gloves, which are mostly for sun protection for me, hand towels to dry my hands. I keep my sunblock in here. I could keep, you know, a whole lot more, but there are a few things that I know are in here, like my pliers. Really, really, really great as a fishing guide to have storage for things like that, and it's dry storage, so if we're out in the rain, I don't have to worry about the items in that storage compartment getting wet. So this boat's going to be great for getting me out to much farther locations. I can use the motor to get myself there. Not only does it leave me hands-free so I can do things on the way there, but it gets me there faster, gets me there with less effort, and going to allow me to get to a lot of places that I could never fish in a kayak, which is great. The stability is still there, in fact more so in this boat. This is definitely the most stable kayak I've ever fished on. It's just like fishing on a boat. It's a little wobbly, but so is a boat. I can cast, I can catch fish, I can set hooks, I can do it while I'm talking, make casts, and it's just really, really, really stable and comfortable. I don't feel like I'm going to fall off. It's probably the most stable of the three Predators, and I've spent most of my time in it standing up fishing, and I love it. It's a very comfortable boat. For more information about the Predator line of kayaks, specifically the XL Minn Kota, visit predatorkayak.com. And for some more great stories, tips, and videos from all of the adventure team, visit adventureonthewater.com. For now, I'm going fishing. I'll see you on the water.